Hi, Jeannie here, and today I'm going to show you how to create a BirdSend form and embed it on a WordPress page that has Divi. So here I'm going to go to my affiliate link, so techdoneforyou.com/BirdSend. And this is the email marketing system that I'm currently using. I'm going to go to the login and hit login. This is the dashboard, and I'm going to go to email, and then at the top I'm going to click on forms. So I have different forms built in already, so you can clone one if you want, or you could create a brand new one. So I'm going to go to new form. Let's call this the name of my course. Okay, and go to create. And here you can choose the type. So form to use with a third party is an option, and you can mouse over this, and I'm going to go to this, and it gives you a very simple form right here. So I'm going to modify this. It doesn't necessarily have to have BirdSend branding, so you can turn that off. And from here, I'm going to go to fields. I'm going to click on first name. So it automatically adds it to the top, and then I'm going to make it required. So you just click on this once and it becomes required. This is required by default. So get instant access. You can change that call to action if you want. So you can say something like that, or yes, I want my lessons. Okay, so you might want to have a heading. So let's just look over here. And I don't really see a field necessarily for heading. It's not something that somebody will fill out. So you can preview what you want right here. Oh, I need to save it first. So it's very, very simple, and you'll embed it. So you could put the headline of the form right on the page itself. So I'm going to close that. You can also change the type of form if you wanted. So if you find this is troublesome, you can always go back and change the type. So I'm going to go back to customize and go to post submit. So you can redirect to a success page, or you can do a message. So and you can do a custom message right here. All right, so double opt-in incentive email. For students, I like to turn this off. Post-submission automation. Now here is where you would integrate with an automation sequence or a series of emails. So I'm going to tag them. This is going to be WooCommerce Made Easy Student. Well, I guess I could just put the full course, and then here, let me click out of that so that it's saved. And then new action, you can go to this drop down and go to subscribe to sequence. So this is pretty easy to integrate with an automation sequence, and I'm going to put the name. And I might not be able to create it here. I might have to create it first. So I'll go back and do that. And then integration. So here is the advantage of having the third party type form, because you can put either the raw HTML with no design or the raw HTML with design. So this is the one that I like. And so I'm going to update this. And you need to toggle this on or off. So if you have it off, it's not going to collect entries. If you have it on, then it will. So I'm going to update this. Let's go back now to the automation, and I'm going to create a new automation sequence. So new sequence, we're going to call this just a simple name for internal purposes. And so it brings up where you can add your messages. Okay, and I'm not spelling that right. So there we are. And you can have resend on or off depending on if you want to send a reminder to anybody. And let's just say hi, and we can put in their first name because we're collecting it on that form. And then you can type whatever message you want and customize this later. Okay, so I've finished typing my message to students who will be taking this course. You go to Update. The other thing I want to point out is that if you scroll up here and you click on Non-Evergreen, you can make this sequence complete after a certain number of messages, or you can leave it as is, and then if you add new messages to the sequence, they're going to receive those messages. So you can also customize the settings from the sender. I'm going to leave that as is. And so this is going to send immediately, but you can change this if you'd like. And if you want to add branding, you can. So if I added perhaps an image, I could add the logo to my course. So let's go to see if I have that somewhere in here. Here it is. It's going to open. So here's that logo. I'm going to decrease some of that white space, and I might have more in my footer as far as a customized footer. So this is fine for now, and I'm going to hit Go Live, and you can choose evergreen or non-evergreen here, and I'm going to make it evergreen. So let's leave this here. And if you wanted to change it, you probably can. So if you mouse over this, you could read up on sequences and the types of sequences. So I'm going to publish these changes. You can pause if you're editing the sequence. And now I'm going to go back to the form, and I'm going to hook these two up. So unless the form is linked to the sequence, students won't receive those automated emails. So they'll just be added to your list when they fill out the form. So I'm going to go to the post submission automation. And so we have the tag here, and then I'm going to go to subscribe to a sequence, and now I can select that sequence. Here it is. And all you have to do is hit update. Now the fun part is to include this now on your website. And I'm going to include the design. So raw HTML, I'm going to copy this to the keyboard, and then on my thank you page, which is here, it's made with Divi, but you could use a regular WordPress website for this. You can edit this page. Now you could use a Divi code module, or you could try putting it in a text module. So here I'm going to try the text first and see if that shows up fine. And so let's edit the text box. And let's see if it will come up. There it is. And so this is the visual area. This is just like normal WordPress. And then you can go to text, which has the HTML. And so I'm just going to click down here and paste in that HTML. We'll go to the check mark to save it. And then we'll scroll to update and see if this shows up fine. Okay, so now I'm going to view the page. And here you can see that there's an opt-in box right here. So I can test it out and hit the button. I do receive the message, and I can check my email and make sure that came through. Okay, so this is good. The email came through and everything looks good. This email address turned automatically into a link that will open up in an email. So that's great. And this is looking good. So I'm going to leave it as is. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss the next video. Have a great day.